Bone and clothing fragments found in a renewed search for Madeleine McCann have reportedly been sent in for testing.
We would again like to appeal for any information, however small, that may lead to the safe return of Madeleine.
We begin with the new search for Madeleine McCann, that 3-year-old girl from Britain.
And we will leave no stone unturned in the search for our daughter.
On that fateful evening of May 3, 2007, the world was plunged into uncertainty as Madeleine Beth McCann vanished without a trace, leaving behind a haunting silence that has endured ever since. Her disappearance remains a haunting mystery, lingering in the shadows of time. Before we get started, let us know what city you are from in the comments. Perhaps the next issue will be about a crime in your region. In a matter of weeks, her visage became etched in the minds of millions across the globe. A youthful face, round and innocent, adorned with strikingly large eyes and hair that shimmered like spun gold, captivated the world's attention. Her visage was marked by a cascade of light-colored hair, a striking feature that drew the eye and whispered secrets of her past. Moreover, her visage was infamous for its striking appearance. In a chilling turn of events, a British child, just 3 years old, vanished into thin air after stepping out of the bedroom of a vacation apartment nestled along the southern coast of Portugal. The mystery deepened as the search for the little one began, leaving behind a haunting silence where laughter once echoed. On the rugged Portuguese coast, a flat awaited discovery. In the shadowy corners of history, Portugal emerged as the chosen residence, a setting ripe with intrigue and secrets waiting to be uncovered. The gap separating the accommodation from the spot where her parents had ventured for dinner with their friends was a mere 50 meters, roughly 160 feet. A short distance, yet in the world of fate, even the smallest of spaces can hold the weight of the unexpected. The two locations stood at a distance that was strikingly similar, each one a mirror of the other in the space that lay between them. At first glance, it seemed that everything was under control, a facade of safety cloaking the unfolding drama. Imagine the thrill of packing your bags, setting off on an adventure with your family, and arriving at a destination that promises unforgettable memories. This location beckons, offering a chance to escape the ordinary and immerse yourselves in a world of exploration and relaxation. A vacation here could be the perfect backdrop for stories that will linger long after you've returned home. In a chilling twist of fate, what began as an ordinary day spiraled into a harrowing nightmare, one that would haunt the lives of many for decades to come. This is a scenario that would have been unfathomable to anyone, a twist of fate that defies all expectations. No one could have ever imagined a scenario quite like this. In a seemingly innocent choice, the McCann family opted to spend their holiday in Praia da Luz, a charming yet unassuming town nestled in the heart of Portugal. This resort stood out with its crucial elements: the warm embrace of sunlight, the inviting allure of a swimming pool, the vast expanse of the ocean, and the lively nights filled with dining at bustling restaurants. In a seemingly ordinary moment, Jerry and Kate McCann arrived at their destination, their 3 children in tow, unaware of the dark turn their lives were about to take. In the world of medicine, they have carved out a name for themselves, known far and wide as exceptional professionals, each with a story that speaks to their dedication and skill. At that fateful moment, Madeleine stood as the eldest among the group, a figure of experience amidst the unfolding drama. At the tender age of not even 2, they were identical twins, a duo bound by blood and fate, yet unaware of the dark twist that life would soon unveil. It all began with the chilling coincidence of their simultaneous arrival into the world. On that fateful holiday, the McCanns were not alone. They were accompanied by a group of families, close friends, who shared in the sun-soaked days and laughter, unaware of the dark turn that awaited them. This detail adds an intriguing layer to the narrative. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows on the sand as the day faded into night. Dinner was served, a ritual that unfolded just like any other evening. Yet this one held an air of anticipation, a whisper of something lurking beneath the surface of the ordinary. The days unfolded under the relentless sun at the beach. where the waves whispered secrets to those who dared to listen. As the clock ticked past 7:30 in the evening, the air thickened with the anticipation of bedtime for the restless youngsters, their energy still crackling in the dimming light. On that fateful evening, just as they had done countless times before, the parents made their way to a quaint little restaurant nestled within the resort's grounds, known as the Tapas Bar, to enjoy their dinner. Both of these activities had been carried out in the past. In a time long gone, they had embarked on a journey of their own choosing, driven by motives only they understood. The distance to be traversed was minimal, confined entirely to the courtyard where the event unfolded, a setting that held its own secrets and stories waiting to be uncovered. In a chilling twist of fate, the McCanns chose not to secure the doors, yet they left the windows firmly shut. It was a chilling pact among the adults, a grim resolution to monitor the children at intervals of 15 to 30 minutes, a measure born from an unspoken tension that hung in the air. This was the motive behind the unfolding events. The night was still, the air thick, with the kind of silence that only comes when the world outside fades away. At precisely 9:05 p.m., Jerry slipped into the apartment, the soft creak of the door barely disturbing the slumbering youngsters within. Jerry stepped into the apartment, the first to cross the threshold into the unknown, where secrets lingered in the shadows. As the clock struck 9:30 p.m., Matthew Oldfield, a family friend, ambled past the apartment, his casual stroll interrupted by a glimpse into the unsettling scene unfolding within. He found himself lost in thought, pondering the unsettling reality that everything seemed to be cloaked in an eerie tranquility. The mystery deepens as we ponder whether he crossed a threshold into the bedroom or if he dared to flick on the light illuminating the shadows of that fateful night. Both of these mysteries remain shrouded in uncertainty. It was around 10 o'clock at night when Kate ventured out alone, driven by a mother's instinct to check on her children. She engaged in this behavior time and time again. The instant she crossed the threshold of the apartment, an unsettling feeling washed over her, a whisper of something amiss lurking in the shadows. Her instincts whispered that something was deeply wrong with the unfolding events. The space between the door and the bedroom loomed larger than what one might typically expect, an unsettling gap that hinted at secrets waiting to be uncovered. The space exuded an unsettling calm, a deceptive tranquility that lingered in the air, masking the secrets hidden within its walls. In the dim light of the room, the bed where Madeleine once lay was hauntingly empty, a chilling reminder of her absence. The shutters, once tightly drawn, now hung ajar, revealing a window that gaped open, inviting us into the unknown as we crossed the threshold. In that chilling moment, she realized with a jolt that Madeleine was no longer a part of her life. Amidst the chaos, Kate burst out into the night, her voice piercing the air with a chilling declaration. "They've taken her!" The shadows loomed large, concealing the very figures responsible for her vanishing act. In the wake of these events, chaos erupted, leaving everyone in a state of sheer panic. As the shadows lengthened and the night deepened, the hotel, staff, tourists, friends, and local police banded together, scouring the darkened surroundings in a desperate search that stretched into the late hours. Tension hung in the air, each rustle of leaves and distant sound amplifying the urgency of their mission. The eerie silence lingered, a haunting reminder of the once bustling hotel, now stripped bare of any guests. The door transformed into a revolving portal, spinning in both directions, responding to the ebb and flow of those who dared to enter and exit the apartment. To maintain the safety of the entrances, locks were conspicuously absent. The investigation revealed a chilling truth. All potential evidence has been ruthlessly erased, leaving behind a haunting void where clues once lay. After what felt like an eternity, the police finally made their entrance at the scene, ready to unravel the mystery that lay before them. The investigators, it seems, failed to take any steps to safeguard the scene, leaving it vulnerable and untouched by preventative measures. In stark contrast, the state of the room remained shrouded in mystery, with no documentation to speak of, whether it be photographs or any written accounts. It was as if the very essence of the space had vanished, leaving behind an unsettling void of information. In the stillness of the early morning, a chilling realization settled in the crucial hours had slipped away forever beyond recovery, leaving a haunting void in their wake. In the shadowy realm of crime, the Portuguese police found themselves grappling with a daunting challenge. Their inexperience loomed large, casting a pall over their efforts to navigate the treacherous waters of such complex situations. Their argument was steeped in cold, hard logic from the outset. With no evidence of forced entry, the notion of an outside attacker orchestrating the disappearance was rendered utterly implausible. It all began with a foundation, a bedrock upon which their theoretical framework was meticulously constructed. Their theory was built upon a foundation of logical reasoning, a meticulous construction that unraveled the complexities of the case. In the shadows of a seemingly ordinary household, a chilling rumor began to take root. Whispers slithered through the air, raising unsettling questions. Were the parents hiding dark secrets from their own children? Could it be that the girl met her end due to a tragic accident, and that the narrative surrounding her death is crafted to suggest she was a victim of foul play instead? If that is indeed the case, then we find ourselves staring into a chilling and thought-provoking prospect. Local media outlets may have unwittingly fanned the flames of speculation, their involvement casting a shadow over the truth as rumors began to swirl. Amidst the swirling emotions of the public, some felt a deep sorrow for the parents, while others cast wary glances, harboring doubts and suspicions about their true nature. The opinions of the general public were far from unanimous. The investigation, once a relentless pursuit of truth, suddenly ground to a halt at that fateful juncture. In the shadows of the investigation, the search for tangible proof proved fruitless, leaving behind a chilling void where evidence should have been. The motel, a seemingly innocuous establishment, was devoid of any surveillance cameras during its operation, leaving its shadowy corners unmonitored and vulnerable. Not a single fingerprint emerged from the investigation of the windows, leaving a chilling void in the evidence collected. In the shadowy depths of that fateful night, the precise moment of Madeleine's disappearance eludes us, shrouded in uncertainty and ambiguity. The clock ticks on, yet the exact second remains forever lost to the darkness. In the chilling silence of that hour, a window of uncertainty opened wide. Jerry's last check had been a mere moment in time, and with Kate's arrival looming, one couldn't help but wonder what shadows might have crept in during that fleeting interval. Anything could have happened in that dark expanse, leaving behind whispers of secrets yet to be uncovered. It was a narrow window of opportunity, a fleeting hour that allowed Kate's visit to unfold. During the investigation, the spotlight turned once more to a family friend, Jane Tanner. She claimed to have seen a man carrying a child around 9:15 p.m., drawing the public's intrigue and raising questions that would linger in the air. Yet, the investigators chose to set it aside for an alarming stretch of time, even as the case lingered under scrutiny. In the aftermath of the harrowing events that unfolded, a relentless pursuit began to uncover the true identity of the enigmatic guest. Upon delving deeper into the case, the truth emerged. He was merely a tourist, navigating the complexities of parenthood alone as he picked up his child. As the investigation unfolded, dark truths began to emerge, revealing the hidden layers of this chilling case. The misstep led to a significant delay in the investigation, stretching on for months. In its wake, a troubling number of prospects were ultimately rejected, their fates sealed by the oversight. After a long drawn-out period that stretched over several months, the British police finally sprang into action, responding to the unfolding situation. In a dramatic turn of events, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom found himself cornered, compelled to initiate an independent investigation. This pivotal decision came in the wake of mounting pressure from the restless populace, whose voices echoed with urgency and demand for accountability. It was decided to initiate Operation Grange, a monumental endeavor that aimed to meticulously reconstruct the entire sequence of events from the very beginning. What unfolded here was nothing short of a colossal endeavor. Every single day, every phrase uttered, and every detail observed was scrutinized through a fresh lens, revealing layers of meaning that might otherwise go unnoticed. As the investigation unfolded, the authorities delved deep, conducting a multitude of interviews, piecing together the suspect's movements, and sifting through a trove of evidence that spanned both recent events and the annals of history. Amidst the chaos unfolding, the media's obsession with the case only intensified, drawing eyes and ears to every chilling detail. Alongside her haunting presence on the front pages of newspapers and the flickering screens of television, Madeleine's image loomed large on an array of billboards, each one a silent witness to the unfolding mystery. In a desperate bid to aid the search, the parents took a bold step, founding an organization dedicated to their cause. They reached out, conducting interviews with potential candidates who might hold the key to unraveling the mystery. After the story hit the headlines, it quickly spiraled into a global sensation, captivating audiences everywhere. In a world fraught with uncertainty, some nations expressed their deep-seated doubts, while others stepped forward, extending a hand of support in the shadows of doubt. A multitude of nations stepped forward, extending their support in a time of need. A significant number of people believed that the family was drawing an alarming amount of public scrutiny. Some individuals interpreted it as a frantic effort to ensure that the world would not forget the horrors of the past, striving to stop history from repeating itself. In the year 2013, a pivotal moment unfolded as Scotland Yard investigators stumbled upon a revelation that would alter the course of their inquiry. At this juncture, they believed that the enigma of the murder could still be unraveled. During the preliminary assessment, a troubling array of inconsistencies emerged, casting a shadow over the findings that were uncovered. The examination revealed a chilling discovery. A new lead emerged, shrouded in mystery, pointing to a male figure seen lurking in the shadows of the resort complex. Yet, his identity remains elusive, a name lost to the winds of uncertainty for now. This individual emerged as one of the intriguing new leads that came to light. In a desperate bid to locate him, countless searches swept across Europe, yet each one ended in failure, leaving a haunting silence in their wake. Following that, a call from an unknown number to the phone of Christian Bruckner, a German citizen with a shadowy past, emerged as yet another unsettling detail that captivated public interest. This call was shrouded in an air of mystery, leaving those who heard it feeling unsettled and intrigued. In a twist of fate, it was Christian Bruckner who ultimately found himself on the receiving end of the call. It was on that fateful evening, the very night when Madeleine disappeared, just moments before the call was made. For a significant stretch of time, this information lay shrouded in secrecy, carefully concealed from the prying eyes of the public, even after it had been thoroughly examined. In a twist that would change the course of the investigation, the year 2020 saw German authorities shift their focus squarely onto Bruckner. This marked a pivotal turn in the unfolding narrative. Throughout his life, Christian Bruckner has woven a dark tapestry of criminality, marked by theft, sexual assault, and heinous acts against the most vulnerable children. In the shadowy world of his exploits, a mere glimpse reveals just a fraction of the illicit activities he had immersed himself in. In the year 2007, he found himself living in a van parked ominously near the shadowy edges of Praia da Luz. The residents of the area painted a picture of a man shrouded in hostility and solitude, a figure who seemed to exist on the fringes of their community. He moved through life like a shadow, a solitary figure shrouded in mystery. In a chilling revelation, investigators unearthed hard disks, laden with explicit content, concealed beneath the cold, unyielding surface of a concrete floor in one of his residences. Only after a considerable passage of time did this chilling discovery come to light. In a twist that could rival the most gripping tales of crime, the McCann investigation revealed that he was already behind bars when he was named a person of interest. A chilling detail that adds another layer to this complex case. The German authorities have made it clear. There is no room for doubt. He is entangled in the web of illegal conduct, and the evidence speaks volumes. Indeed, they took the bold step of asserting that they had reasons to believe Madeleine had departed. They took extraordinary measures to support this claim. Yet, the authorities find themselves in a precarious position, unable to level formal charges against him. The evidence they possess remains tantalizingly inadequate, leaving them in a frustrating limbo. This is the chilling reason behind their inability to proceed. Bruckner maintains his innocence regarding the incident, yet his denials cast a shadow of doubt. His legal representatives allege that the investigation is twisting the truth to fit a particular narrative. Every detail of the study was scrutinized once more, as if under the relentless gaze of a detective seeking the truth hidden within the shadows. In a gripping turn of events, law enforcement agencies in Portugal and Germany launched extensive searches, delving into the depths of abandoned mines and wells, leaving no stone unturned in their relentless pursuit of the truth. The searches unfolded across both nations, a meticulous pursuit of truth in the shadows of their borders. In stark contrast, Madeleine remained elusive, slipping through the cracks of every search, her presence felt but never seen. In this shadowy interim, fresh hypotheses emerged, taking shape and solidifying in the minds of those who dare to explore the unknown. The chilling possibility looms that Madeleine was not just taken, but rather kidnapped and thrust into the dark underbelly of sexual slavery, a conclusion drawn from the findings of several independent investigators who delved into this haunting case. The evidence leads us to a chilling conclusion, one that emerges from the shadows of the findings themselves. In the shadows of the area during that time, the presence of organized trafficking networks loomed large, playing a pivotal role in the emergence of this chilling concept. It is crucial to emphasize that this element was a significant player in the unfolding events. It must be emphasized, though, that no evidence exists that can be deemed direct. Every explanation grapples with a haunting dilemma: the absence of a lifeless form, the silence of witnesses, and the elusive truth of what truly transpired. Despite the chaos that has unfolded, Madeleine's parents continue their relentless bickering, a bitter testament to their unresolved turmoil that persists even now. Despite the whirlwind of events that have unfolded, this remains the chilling reality. These individuals have emerged as symbols of resilience, shaped by the relentless scrutiny that has been cast upon them. As the world watches, hearts heavy with empathy, the relentless accusations continue to echo, a haunting reminder of the shadows cast by their past actions. Whispers of theories linger in the shadows, suggesting that it all started with a catastrophic accident, shrouded in a veil of secrecy orchestrated by the very parents meant to protect. The conversation surrounding these hypotheses is unfolding, shrouded in intrigue and speculation. At one point, it seemed entirely possible that the Portuguese authorities would label them as suspects. Yet, in a twist of fate, those claims were ultimately abandoned, shrouded in mystery and unanswered questions. With each passing year, the flicker of hope within the hearts of the people fades, dimming further into the shadows of despair. The McCanns remain resolute in their commitment to their cause, undeterred by the events that have unfolded. They persist in sharing public statements about their daughter, unveiling photographs that capture her growth, and crafting digital reconstructions that speculate on her appearance as she approaches adulthood. In the years 22 and 23, a new chapter unfolded, marked by the onset of fresh investigations that were meticulously underway. A further sweep was conducted in those very areas, leaving no stone unturned. Conversely, when we delve into the past, we find an unsettling void-in absence of clarity, a silence that speaks volumes. Since the dawn of the 21st century, the tale of Madeleine McCann has transformed into a haunting emblem of the unsettling reality of vanishing without a trace. In the wake of this, a staggering number of investigations, articles, podcasts, and films have emerged, each unraveling the intricate threads of the story. It holds the weighty responsibility for the creation of all these elements. The unsuspecting public believes they have a firm grasp on the unfolding events, but the truth runs much deeper than surface-level understanding. No evidence has surfaced to back up the claims they have put forth. In a peculiar twist of fate, the truth remains elusive, shrouded in uncertainty, leaving no one able to declare with certainty what the reality truly is. As the years slipped by, a haunting 18 had elapsed since she vanished, leaving no clue behind. At this juncture, Madeleine would cross the threshold into adulthood, marking a significant transition as she reaches this pivotal age. In stark contrast, the world will forever hold onto the image of her as the timid young girl with wide, innocent eyes, captured in a haunting black and white poster that tells a story of its own. Her legacy will echo through the ages, a haunting reminder of the life she led. There exists a chance that the elusive truth may one day emerge from the shadows, provided it still lingers somewhere, waiting to be uncovered. Moreover, there lurks a chance that the truth may one day be revealed. The haunting tale of Madeleine McCann remains one of the most confounding and harrowing tragedies in human history, a dark chapter that continues to baffle and disturb all who encounter it. As it stands, this is the chilling reality we face.